Power hour. It's only Monday. Here's the board. Tesla. Bottoms take time. That was a nice looking curve up over the 10-day volume, short-term moving averages. A lot of these stocks that I said had similar charts that work. Target and FedEx work too from the bottom. Target we highlighted. Listen, a lot of things work. Don't get me wrong. Tony Pistachio, good afternoon. Uber, clean trades, acting well. Lyft in a position given to people all day. It's got a little bit left in it. You know what I mean? I'll go to TGH. The stocks that were more macro on Friday. Percent gainers on the day. Need at least 1 million shares. Like, you know what? Let's be prudent. 2 million shares. DVPR. Why aren't we in this thing? It's got it in it. RSI's 93 going into the close. Just ripped. VVPR. PNXP gap and go all day long. Saw it like 4 in the morning. Waking up at 4 in the morning. Oh, I wake up at 4 in the morning. Gap and go. Gonna take advantage of it. A quick freaking $8 in it. Lunar. Just when you thought it was over, and the moon shot was there it is, double, wouldn't do it. Tesla CLSK took calls to on Friday. New member in the room pointed at a Bitcoin trade. I got it. Thank you for the IONQ. Thank you for the post. IONQ looking good. NNE we have overnight still looks good. Should be an ad. Smart best of breed lagging a touch. Still under the 50-day. NNE heavily shorted. That chart, that washout on Friday, even with Friday option expiration skewed. Still NNE. Risk the reward there. You know what? This AEO, I've never seen anything like it. Was taking I wrote it, I highlighted it. Pages of calls right down here at 10. I granted it to retailer, better trade, stale, horrible follow through the stock. Every reason why not to trade them. But there were calls and there were volume. And you know what? Coles is starting to take a little volume off there. Mean reversion trades, maybe. GME had a good day on Friday. Maybe it's a day delay. Maybe it rests today a little bit. Keep an eye on that. Actually kind of worked, if you will. But stocks that have that type of volume that pop, hence, or wait, sans the Friday 4 trillion option expiration skew. AMD. We all looked at it. Every one. If I had a time for every time we mentioned it, we talked about it, we retire. Boy, did that go. Right above the 50-day gap and go calls. Stocks that had news on Friday again, and I brought up a FedEx, I brought Target, Nike, earnings, same. MU, flush, right back into the danger zone. Planeteer, now becoming one of the barometers of the market. Please watch my video on Sunday, if not the Power Hour video that I did on Friday. You get that by watching the red YouTube channel on in TradeGATEHub. Bros, now they like the restaurants again. Now everybody's drinking expensive coffee. 1 week ago, no problem. Now everybody's back to back. It's all good. Cava, same thing. Nobody even know where it's Mediterranean food. Everybody forgot where the Mediterranean was. 74 to 89. Eat the best of breed. Popping back to the 50-day. Keep an eye on it. That is the best of breed, by the way. Lennar, we did buy the dip. We didn't buy enough. You never buy enough when it's in the hole like that. But you know what? Lennar 2 days ago was one, who knows? A lot of gaps to fill. That's the predominant theme I'm seeing on the feeds. We have Gerard. We know Gerard. Hope you're feeling better. Not Gerard. J-Norm. Hope you're feeling better. And we know he's still on medications because he gave us Ford. And you're an aggressive dude. But I'm only kidding, J-Norm. But you know what? I get it. And you know what? Maybe got the idea from Ford is because by saying what about GM? I said GM was. I didn't even look at it. It was going to the 50 strike price at least. I think I bought it 49.18. Yeah, there it is. I said that was a springboard underwater. It was, but it was going to go either way. A chart that did that 3 days in a row with the 50-day short, 50-day is the swing trader, starting to curl up, and they could have washed it out with the trillion up. Had an excuse. I'm not going to listen. Jay. I'm not gonna, FCX bullish, you bitch. I'm not gonna talk you out of board there. That's one of the positions it's gonna work. You're not gonna watch it every day. Just like trying to pick coals on the bottom for 2 weeks. Now I'd be up in the thing. Sweet green. I saw that too, popping with the other ones. Big deal. Another restaurant stock. Not interesting. We'll look at the board after financials. What is still taking calls, so I won't look at my page and get distracted. All right, calls take still calls. Longer term calls of importance. RKT. I mentioned this a couple of times. They did by Redfin. CRK came up today. Mickey D. He's in McDooley. He's in the United States in Vegas. I can already feel the United States is somewhat clouded a little bit. He must have touched down in Vegas. CRK for you, Mick. Add to it on the plane in the casino. If you have company at the end of the evening, you know what I'm saying? Either way, taking calls. A-Lab chasing the video back up. You know, there's a couple of stocks of earnings tonight. I mean, oh, you know what? ZS, they told me did a doji. An upside doji. Why are they telling me that? That's not a doji, is it? I don't know. They're buying ZS, the guys. Where they are, I don't know. They're more powerful than I am, certainly. Mark it down. If you don't get a demo, whatever you got to do. ZS, 210. China stocks, you want to have a break, and then believe me, they are. I'm getting needled to death. Oh, you know what they like? Who are they? Octa. There's Octa. I'm going to tell you something. If I was short this stock, I don't care what it does. This moment, not to say why would I be short it. Just, yeah, it's good to have a view. Look at this, even the weekly. This thing's going higher without you, Mr. Jones. I got to see. And if I was a broker, I'd be pitching Octa. For GM, I get it. I get it. Disney, what happened there? Disney needs, you know what? I'll quote anybody in the room that knows us. Everybody say it at once. Needs a catalyst. Uh, Top 10 all year in calls. Oh, you know what? The first one that was speaking of ZS in the similar group, now that my mind is going to a matrix level, this is the one to buy. RBRK. As a matter of fact, I don't know if it's going to get it. It wants to open the highlighter. J Norm. RBRK might get the highlighter. I know one person who would give the highlighter. His name is Gerard. And if he's not eating schnitzel, he's buying K-View, RBRK. I got to do it. It's going to work. Seriously, no joke aside. That had the earnings, completely bucked the trend, went up before the NASDAQ bounced, whatever you want to call it, dead cat bounced, recovery, pure, came back down. There's the volume, obviously on Friday, triple witching, skewed, reclaimed the 50-day, now breaking out to the higher, new fresh money. This is new sexy money too. Rubric's cube. RBRK. I know, I already had it written down, but now I got it. What's up the name of that highlighter? Bricks. They heard me. The members from above heard me on ZS. ZS bullish. March. What month is this? The end of March. I thought he was going to May. March. He put in 42,000 in March ZS calls. And although, bravo, I could do that, so that's not that big of a deal. But it is calls. I'm being facetious. I could do it, but I'm not good at it. I have a hard enough time with equities, and I've been doing it 28 years. Now I'm going to start doing options, taking sweeps out, but I know it. Percent losers. Let's what's going down as the market pops. Nothing. Oh, it's because it has 2 million value. It's skewed. Let's go to 200,000. There'll be more here. Nothing. Percent gainers in 60 minutes. That's where the real money is. NFE. Next, a minute. Laser still going. Coles. RBRK. Oh my, this is. You gotta be kidding me. I'm in next. I'm getting hot again. Hotter. Next laser calls RBRK. They're taking up without me. The algos are listening to this and they got it's, you know what they run? They run the AI program, TradeGATEHub, and then only skewed words, like I said, RBRK, and then they front ran me. They did the same, but NXT. I said it in the room a bunch of times. This stock, great name too. Next decade, it is. I'm in it. There's a good amount of it. There it is. There's the weekly. It's some news stuff. I like all this thing. You know what that means? Probably a SPAC. It probably is a SPAC. Unresolved business. That means it can go here. But no joke. There it is. That was my last post. The room's very good. And I don't mean to say this because in an above way, as I say, I don't mean to impress you. I'm going to be fine with or without the room. It's pressed to you. I'm proud of the room. And proud, I'm not talking down to you at all. I tell Tim, the guy's worth a gazillion, the president of the firm. I tell him I'm proud of him. BBIO. I'm telling you, I'm getting excited about this stock even more and more. I don't have enough. You never have enough, but this is going. There's something up here. It's actually not something up here. Stock's acting well. Maybe something up here. And the other one, the DMA. The two bios I'm in. I mean, I tell my like I said on the Sunday last night's video. YouTube button. If you want to do that, or even more, get even smarter. You watch which coach had to say this morning at 9:30. Start the week off. Good, Jeff. I'm serious. I'm glad you're feeling better, man. There's always another trade. You know what I mean? Mara, I get it. The only reason why I can't take Mara that seriously from you, oh, I guess I can. It's like McDooley bringing up B hat. I know you like Mara. We know you like Mara, Jeff, but it's working. I get it. CLSK. I mean, you like to trade that stock. It's acting very well. There's no question. It's, you know what? Why AMD might even be popping because it's a Bitcoin resurgent. The Square now it's what is it? XYZ, formerly known as Square XYZ. Not interested. Let me get finished here. RBRK pure. That's in the back of my head chirping at me. The Gemini in me is freaking going RBRK, boom, 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 as I start trying to make more valid points into the close. IGT and the other one, yeah, BBIO. I tell everybody I'm this thing. Man, Pat, how you doing? She calls me up. How you doing, Mike? Oh, yeah, I'm doing fine. I'm building an ADMA position at the moment. My mom, you feeling good, Michael, today? Oh yeah, sure. I'm buying BBIO at the moment, feeling good. I tell everybody, no problem with me. Doing all right here. Earnings, more importantly. This is the new gentleman up Mayo. Hash ribbons indicator. That's what we were talking about. All right, listen. I don't know what a hash ribbon indicator is, but note the trade 2 hours ago from up Mayo in the room, right down where Bitcoin is. It works. It works. You say, "Hey, let me know the next hash time ribbon indicator." Gives an an indication. Don't care what it is. Earnings. They had a nice trade, Mike V. Wasn't hard. Wasn't hard. You know what I mean? That should be. Tony Pistachio could literally make his own query and make that trade. Going higher, by the way. There's the weekly. Woo-hoo. 140. if the rotation is proper, and I know there's geopolitical situations, believe me, I'm not downplaying that at all. Oil's working nicely. VFC coals, one of them is going to go private, but whatever. All right, we have any other questions as I get into this? Now, everybody, the two things that now again that I'm thinking about in the back of my head. Hey, the ribbon indicator freaking works. Write it down. I don't care what they call them. Is this talking technically spies over the 200 day? There it is. VIX under the 50 day. It's under the 200 day, but breaking the 50. Listen, the 50 day is more important with this type of volatility, or I guess lack thereof, than the 200 day. The 200, if the one of the, there's the VIX. I'll stop on there. It is. That's big. Don't be surprised. Turn around Tuesday. Maybe they listen. A couple of things happen. They shake a couple of longs out tomorrow, open them down on low volume, pop them again, and then they reestablish and maybe go. SPY regains the 200 moving average. Stocks restabilize, if you will. If not, they shake all the long, they shake all the shorts out, reclaim it, and tank the market if it goes over. Listen, it's even in between. Chop for now. Okay, but as the VIX goes lower, you have some winners. There's not that much volatility in your winners. Add to them. We'll let them go. You know what I mean? The lower the VIX goes, lower the volatility. It doesn't mean the market's bearish. VFC, they're going into this pig. Why do we get upset that VFC is up a retailer? I don't know. I'll tell you what. I started as a pup trading retailers because they all moved as a group. I like to trade anything in groups. It wasn't like I was trying to trade Philip Morris. What doesn't trade as a group? Carvana, maybe Lemonade, and all those things. Retailers trade as a group. I like to, one's going to work. I'll freaking pile in the others. So that's why I trade retailers. I'll leave it there. Okay. Remember what I said. One more thing. Sorry about the arrogant mic drop thing. It's not my thing. I'm just freaking excited. You don't know I'm excited by now. I don't care if I have 100 shares or 20,000 shares. Thanks for your help, Mark. RBRK, this is 12 minutes ago. We're all chasing the same stocks. He's listening too. Professional, the room putting out while I'm speaking, coach as well on TradeGATEHub and social media, our videos, and if you will. This is what we need, Jake. Come on, man. Don't bury us in these China stocks. The volume shelf. Well, I'm going to tell you, that volume shelf from 23.6, the Hang Seng, to 23.1, it's a big drop if it's going to sit there. That's going to be a hell of an even worse shakeout. Next. My boy Dan. Thanks, Dan. I love gene therapy stocks. RCKT, let's check it out. The Rev's in that too. Let's check out the. Sorry if I'm going over. Hang on. Whatever they call it thing. They tell me to keep it under a certain amount of time. Under 26 minutes, people lose interest. All right, so hang up. Octa. I brought that up again. This freaking guy's watching us. No, Christian's a leader. He's a very good trader. Octa, yeah, I brought it up. Octa, I wouldn't be shorting Octa. That was the one. I bet you said he's talking about the VIX. We're all doing the same. You know what? The same thing is, I thought I was actually. They're all catching up to me. They're all catching up to me. I'll leave it there. Try to stay ahead, Mike V. Need your help. Cheers.